This is Paul's badge, so we keep that here, and I treasure that deeply.
In her South Windsor home, Trish Buchanan is surrounded by memories of her husband, Paul, a man who she says was a loving husband and an exceptional father to their 2 sons.
There are days when it's still very hard. I miss him terribly. He was my best friend, and we were married for over 29 years.
Buchanan says in September of 2012, she began to notice changes in her husband's demeanor. He slept more, ate less, and suffered from panic attacks. Buchanan says while he confided in her, he also sought solitude. She says he began seeing a psychiatrist and even took a leave of absence from work. But shortly after his return in March, Buchanan says he relapsed. On March 12, 2013, he committed suicide at the police station.
Paul actually packed a lunch that day, and how I wish he would have called me. But I think the pain that he had inside was so deep and so much more than I think any of us could have ever understood. Paul did write in a final note to me and the boys, and he said, "Make my death an issue and help others that are like me."
She says his last words evolved into her pledge to share his struggle with other first responders. Believe 208 is an organization that helps and connects them with resources to fight depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. 208 was Paul's badge number.
They have to be very brave, and underneath sometimes they're hurting very much. So it is my wish with Believe 208 to bring resources and training and to change some of the culture in law enforcement.
As a part of her mission, Buchanan hands out these thank you cards to officers and first responders. On one side, the simple message. The other has some resources. And recently, her act of kindness became even more generous.
I've bought Dunkin' Donuts coffee cards for them, and I'm not able to do it as often as I like, but I put the card with it and I just say, you know, have a great day.
The organization's upcoming annual race is in honor of Waterbury Deputy Police Chief Chris Corbett and Milford Officer Michael Compare. Both took their lives within days of one another back in June.
He helped so many people while he was living and doing the job that he did. I'd like to think that through his death, we're going to save people also. And I'd like to think that he's smiling down on us.
In South Windsor, Sujatha Jain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.